So, us, for the 90%, which, in the event whether it's nuclear or EPM or whatever, bacteriological, chemical, or nuclear, within 1 year won't survive. This is a fact because, the military think tanks and government think tanks some years ago presented this thing to the American Congress regarding the event of an EPM attack on North America. 90% people were dead due to various causes: starvation, panic, illnesses, starvation, hunger, whatever, victims of crimes for survival and stuff like that. Now, it's not like you can have to buy out all the bloody goods of the local store. And I'm not saying the shit will hit the fan. I'm telling you how to be a prep or whatever. There's loads of people on the web, tippy tap, can tell you all these things. But how we know from the first signs is obviously in any event, any government's secretive. They know the development of geopolitical events, any government. And the fact is, mass media is a sidekick of this as well, because they tend to know, keep silent about certain issues, escalation of a conflict, and various geopolitical pre-war manoeuvres, and always paint the other side as a bad guy, the enemy, because in the end, they'll make you believe that's the bad guy. And in the end, we got the bad guy who's in office, who we voted. Unbelievable. It's like that. I think when they start cracking down on free speech, that means slowly they're going towards a totalitarian dystopian, 1984 society. Not just because they want power, it's more easy to control the mass. Any type of thingy bob. You rule with fear. And we've got classical examples in the United Kingdom, using the excuse as illegals, creating an unfair two-tier system, basically. And obviously around the world, things are escalating, as heading towards war, countries are preparing, stocking up and this and that and that. And the fact is, life goes on as usual. You go work, pay your bills, get pissed off every time because things are in the shop are more expensive, respect to your wages. This is another thing, because probably Western nations, they need to go to war to reset everything, because seeing they've got such a high public deficit, public debit in each country, and even America's no exception. But we continue to borrow money. And the most bad thing is kickstart defence and the military economy, because they know they need probably a good excuse. If our economy now is going tits up, states are broken. This occurs in every part of history. In America, after the Great Depression, 10 years of difficulties due to the effects of the fall of Wall Street and stuff like that, made millions out unemployed and stuff like that. We could face the same situation. What more better to disturb the herd and kickstart the economy and zero everything? A war. Create an enemy. False flag events. Encourage people to be have sympathised towards the war effort towards the nation. Obviously, they need an enemy. And obviously they're going to crack down on this, and that's for sort of, you speak against the war. They've done that in the first one, and then done it in the Second World War. And social media is a very powerful tool in the hands of these so-called tyrants. Mind you, they did tighten up during the pandemic. The truth behind it, and absolute censorship. That was a dress rehearsal to test us and whether you comply. And there's probably this time round some false flag event we can use an excuse just to drag you into war. And what do you think many countries have the conscription and draft laws, not just to discipline young people because they don't know fuck all, and teach them how to live as adults. It's not that, because probably one day they will need people to go to war. That's for sure. Explains why all military and defence expenses in Western countries just to redouble. You be cutting the health service, education, and the welfare service to draw resources towards that. Heading towards a war economy, basically, one way or the other.